Hello, hello, hello. Guess who's back? Back again. It's John, and you're watching a conversation with John. Oh my God. So, I originally started this YouTube channel umpteen years ago. I don't remember how long ago. Um, you can check by the date on the first two videos I posted, and I just kind of I stopped doing it. So now I'm back and rocking and rolling with it again. Mind you, it's 1:25 in the morning on July the 26th. I've been drinking margarita. I forget what kind of margarita it is. So yeah, that's what motivated me to start doing this. I'm not sleepy, so why not? Um, I guess what are you gonna get from my channel? From my channel, I like to have fun. I like to talk shit, and I have an opinion about a lot of different things. And there's always something going on in my life, so just sit back, buckle up, and enjoy the ride. I guess for this first video, I kind of want to talk about just where this year is. This year is halfway over. So I am wanting to encourage you, as also encouraging myself, to just, we're at the halfway point of 2025. So reevaluate where you are in the year and decide if you're happy with where you are, or if you're not, then it's time to make some changes. I started off this year with a lot of different goals and things and thoughts about what I wanted to do, and some of them have remained consistent and others have not. So, since we're at the halfway point of the year, it's time for a reset, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. So, maybe looking at this video will kind of motivate you to reset as well. At the beginning of this year, I was supposed to start this YouTube channel, but I don't know. I just was kind of kind of hemming and hawing about it. And like I said, I mean, I'm bored and it's been on my mind for the past month or so to kind of do this. Hell, I even got StreamYard, which is a recording platform, to get back into doing this. And I've been paying for this shit for a month. Mind you, it charges you like $18 a week. And so I've been paid $180 for this service that I am not using. So being as though I've been drinking and it's been on my mind, I was like, okay, liquid courage, let's just do it, see what happens, and go from there. So, in the spirit of reevaluating and thinking of goals, one of the things that I found helpful at the beginning of the year that I started was a goal bingo. And like I said, some of the things I have been able to keep up with, some of the things I have not been able to keep up with. And so it's just a reset. So I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. Take this example that I'm giving and use it for yourself to set up your year for whatever, with the other 6 months of the year we have, and make it a great year. I mean, anybody that really knows me knows that I love games, so why not gamify the goals that I have for this year? So yeah, follow me on my channel to watch me hopefully accomplish my goals, and just sit back, relax, and have fun along the way. Now what I did to do this was I did it on Canva. So again, I haven't really used this service of StreamYard, so hopefully this shit is recording what I'm about to do, that I can kind of show you, and we can kind of go from there. If not, if it doesn't appear, then whatever. We all know what the fucking bingo board looks like, so visualize if it doesn't show up, because I don't know if I'm gonna feel like recording this shit again. So here we go. So yeah, I think that did show up. So here's my goal bingo for the year. Now, like I said, I started this goal bingo at the beginning of the year. So I was supposed to start, like, some of the stuff I had on here is still there, and then other stuff I have edited because it's kind of just not worked out through the course of the year. But I was supposed to do this at the beginning of the year. So yeah, my first one in this section is, yeah, 2025 goal bingo is to do the YouTube. I wanted to get my YouTube channel back up and at least do it for 3 months, just to say that I did it. And because the first time I did it, I think I made 2 videos and I quit. And I don't remember why I just stopped doing it. I just stopped doing it. But I'm going to try to be consistent this time, to at least make one video a week for my channel and do it for at least 3 months. So that's that goal. The next one is to learn to ride a unicycle. Crazy enough, I have a unicycle. Why do I have a unicycle? No, I did not buy it. Maybe probably almost 10 years ago. I don't remember how long ago this happened, but um it was over Christmas break, and I live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So I went back home. I'm from Ruston, Louisiana, and for whatever reason, I don't remember, I was driving. It was late at night, and I was driving and passing by Lowe's, and in the middle of the road was a fucking unicycle. And I was like, well, I picked it up. And I always told myself that I was going to learn to ride it. And like I said, it's been 10 years, probably almost, since I've had it. And I have only ridden the thing once because it's extremely difficult. But I mean, I've recently moved. So, and it's sitting on my patio with my bike. So I decided, like, I'm going to learn how to ride it. I need to put some air in the tire, but I'm going to definitely learn how to ride it. So that's one of my goals. Other one is a new job and extra income. Like, at this point in my life, I am um 34, as the free space says. I am 34. Like I said, I started this at the beginning of the year, so that was an easy free space. Um, an easy free space with 34. So I'm 34. Um, I kind of want to get me a new job. I have a background in collections. I work in collections, and I've been doing that for almost the past 10 years. And it's kind of draining, but um as of late, I'm starting to kind of realize, like, okay, hey, it's really not that bad, and I'm still able to accomplish a lot of the things that I want to accomplish. Um, accomplish a lot of things that I want to accomplish. And is it my dream job? No, but it's still allowing me to do things that I want to do. So it's really not that bad. Yes, I do want a new job, but I mean, it's not that bad, which is why I left it on there. Like I said, I started this at the beginning of the year, and I just started later. So hell yeah, I would love a new job or just extra income. Increasing my income would be a great thing. Next thing is to staying up to date on my Bible reading plan. Recently, I started the 1 year Bible reading plan. Um, grew up, I am Christian, and I just as we all do, life happens. We just kind of fall short of certain things, or just not up to, I guess, what we could be. And I'm just trying to get closer to God, because in the year of 2025 and all the foolishness that happens every day, we need Jesus. And just life in general, we need Jesus. So I'm just trying to stay up to date on my Bible reading plan for the year, and just getting close to God. And it's just also, there's a lot of things that I have learned thus far. I'm like on chapter Genesis 22, I think 22, 23, something like that, as of right now. And there's a lot of things that I've learned thus far that I didn't even know. Um, and which is just crazy. It's just like the Bible is given your favorite reality TV show, the housewives, the baddies, which I fucking hate baddies, or the Love Island that everybody's watching now, which I've never seen Love Island before, but it's given all that. Your favorite reality TV show, it's given all that. It's drama, it's everything. It's like crazy. People have not changed since the beginning of time. I guess we all go through different things. We all have different circumstances and problems. So it's been very interesting to learn about a lot of things that I did not know, or to update my remembrance on other certain things. So I'll probably make a video about that, because some of this stuff I do find very interesting. And why not? We all need a little piece of Jesus. Next thing is reading 4 books. I used to read a lot as a kid, and so now I'm trying to get more and more into it. I think last year I read, don't quote me on this, I think I read like 5 or 6 books last year. This year, in the first half of the year, I'm falling tremendously behind. So originally it was supposed to be 8 books for the whole year, but I reduced it down to 4. Um, and hopefully it gets there. The book that I'm reading right now, it's called Madness, and it's about this insane asylum in, and I always forget where this is whenever I'm trying to explain this book to people that I talk to about it. I think it's in Annapolis, Maryland. So it's about this insane asylum, and how the black people in that town built the insane asylum, and were the first the first patients in the sane asylum and all the different types of treatment that they would go through and everything that would happen in the town, or certain mental issues, how they were treated and diagnosed, or at a certain point in the story, like people, it was the this was in like the 20s and 30s and stuff like that. um there was a cross between the what is it, the prison system and the asylum system, and how it went from getting people the mental health they need to just putting them in prison. So it's a very interesting story. I'm almost done with this book, so thank God for that, so I can move on to the next thing. But it's been very interesting nonetheless. So that's one of my goals, is to read 4 books. Next one, at 3 months income over 8K. My income varies all over the place. I do have a regular job, like I said. I work in collections, but I also do like Uber and stuff like that. And so my income kind of ranges somewhere in between 6.5 to 7.5 a month. Depends on how productive I am, I guess, or if I'm being lazy. So I've been trying to motivate myself and push myself to be more productive and get more things done. So hopefully, I feel like I can at least accomplish that over 3 months out of the next 6 months of the year. Um, for me, I work a lot, and then I was going hard the first half of the year, first quarter of the year, and now we're in the second quarter. Yeah, well, March, April, May, June. Yeah, we just got out of the second quarter of the year, and so the second quarter, because I went so hard in the first quarter, it's just like I burnt myself out. And no, because I went so hard in the first quarter, I burnt myself out that I just really wasn't in the mood to do anything second quarter, and it just kind of went to hell. Second quarter of this year for me has been kind of difficult. Which is what is that? April, May, and June. Yeah, it's been kind of difficult. Like, I had to move in April. Somebody broke into my apartment, and through, well, they didn't break into my apartment, they tried to break in my apartment. 6:30 in the morning, I'm dead asleep, and somebody throws a big ass boulder through my living room window, waking me up. I run into the living room, and all I see is somebody sticking their arm through the window. I yell, I'm like, what the fuck? And then they run away. Thank God, because anything could have happened. um Maybe if I would have had a mouse tool, things, I would have known who did it, because I have no idea who tried to break in my apartment, and I had lived in that same apartment for the past 9 years, I think. So it was just like, it's just been a roller coaster of things that have happened from there. And then I think that started me just kind of being in a funk and not really being in the mood to do anything. So my mental has just been all over the place. So now I'm back in a better space of, it's grind season, and I'm trying to get things done, especially with a lot of the other goals that are on this list. I gotta grind. I gotta make them happen. So yeah, that's that. The 10 live events. Now, originally this was 8, but then I realized, like, oh my god, I've almost done like 8 live events this year. And when I mean like live events, like concerts, or I like comedy, so comedy shows and stuff like that. So some of the things I've done, how many? I think I've done 6. So I went to go see JoJo. I went to go see Glorilla, both of those in Houston. I went to go see Angela Johnson. She's a comedian. Um Let me see. She does the happy nail joke, like she's at the nail salon where the Asian people, she's go, I'm gonna tell the joke badly, like, what is it? Again, I've been drinking, so please forgive me. I can't even think of the joke, but look her up, Angela Johnson Reyes, in the nail salon bitch. She's like a Hispanic lady. So I went to go see her in New Orleans. But the joke is about her going to the nail salon, and the Asian people always trying to upsell sell you something. She's like, I want to just get my nails done. She's like, oh, I'll give you crypto gel. It's much better for you. It's extra $10 and stuff like that. So it's actually funny. So I went to go see her. So that's 3. What did I say? JoJo, Glorilla, Angela Johnson, who else? I went to the Price is Right live, which was so fun. Like, Now they didn't call me down to go win no prizes or nothing, but it was fun to actually see it. I went to go see that at the River Center here in Baton Rouge. That was fun. Who else did I go see? I went to go see Soldier Boy. Um, Randomly on Eventbrite when I went to no Ticketmaster when I bought the tickets to go see Angela Johnson. I was like, Soldier Boy, he was gonna be in New Orleans. The ticket was like $26. So I was like, oh my god, why the fuck not? I mean, I'm a millennial, so that is definitely something that happened in my time frame of life. So it's like, why not? When else am I gonna have time to see Soldier Boy? I may make a video about that. I don't know, but it was very it was very interesting. As we all know, Soldier Boy is always talking about he's the first to do something. So it was something that happened, and he's like the first person I've seen. And I've been to a lot of concerts. So yeah, that was that. And who else did I've seen? I went to go see Coco Jones recently. So that's why I increased it. How many is that? So what is it? Um JoJo, Glorilla, Keisha Cole. That was a whole fucking shit show. I went to go see Keisha Cole in New Orleans, and according to Keisha, she got on the stage and played in her face. She thought it was a club appearance and not an actual concert. So I mean that counts, but it was a fucking mess. Yeah, that's three. Who else? The Price is Right live. Um, Coco Jones, which is five, and Soldier Boy is six. So I mean, I was almost eight, so I increased it. I kind of want to go see Breezy Bowl, so I'm trying to figure that out right now, budgeting, planning for that. The Monica and Brandy concert, I kind of want to go see that. Um, Breezy Bowl is a whole thing. Like I want to go see that, but I went to go see him last year for the 11/11 tour. So if I don't go see it, I'm not really going to be upset, but I do really want to go see it. So we're going to have to figure out a budget to do that, which is another thing I want to talk about on my channel. Like, I'm a big proponent of budgeting. I worked in collections and finance for most of my adult life. So that is something that's very important for me. So you'll probably see videos about that from me. Volunteering 3 times. Originally, this was 6 because, like I said, I started this in January, but I had to cut this in editing this. I had to change some things. The person that I saw that gave me the idea for doing this, they put volunteering on there, and I thought it was a good idea. Like, I grew up in a family where my dad used to run the outreach center at the church that we went to. So it's one thing I did learn from him. Volunteering and giving back is something that's very important. So I don't know how I'm going to facilitate that, but I'm going to figure it out some way, some type of way. My New Year's birthday trip. Now, for me, my birthday is January the 2nd. Now, I always, which sounds crazy, like, as I always forget that my birthday is coming up, and I never really plan for it because my birthday is like a week after Christmas. So it's always the hustle and bustle of Christmas time. I never really think about my birthday until like at the last minute. So this year I told myself I'm going to be proactive about it and figure out something and plan for it. As of right now, I don't know where the hell I'm going. I would love suggestions. Um, the first thing on my list was going to Rio, but it's just like the big thing. And I Googled like places that are popping to go for New Year's, and Rio was one of them. It's like, okay, I've never been there. Why not? But it's just like, I'm not just gonna stay anywhere, and I can't seem to find a hotel that I actually like. So it's just like, I don't know. So maybe I may relook at that, but I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. I really want to go anywhere. I want to go somewhere I've never been before. I've been to Cancun. I've been to a few places in the Caribbean. I've been to Europe. I've been to a few places. I've been to Curacao. So I've been a lot of different places. So I want to go somewhere I've never been before. So I'm open to suggestions, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's definitely going to happen. That space has got to be figured out in some way, shape, or form. Creative and artsy activities once a month. For that, like a few months ago, like I've seen the advertisements for Wooble, so I bought me a Wooble, and I guess that could be one thing I could do is actually finish it. I finished the body of it, but I guess I can play. Woobles are like this little crochet kit, and so the one I got was I think a bear. Again, it's been so long since I moved. I had to move in April, so it's just my life has been all over the place since then. But I think it was a bear. So I finished the body of it. I just need to put the ears and stuff on because it's fun, but it's very challenging. I never knew that crocheting would be very challenging, but it is very challenging. So doing more creative and artsy things are something that I want to do because I'm a very creative person and I just need to find time to do creative things. Um and also one thing I've definitely gotten into is doing Legos. Like, so that's probably something else I'll do. Right now I'm working on a flower Lego. Um Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies. So I have the DeLorean. I finished that. I have an orchid. I did that, and I have a kingfisher. It's like a bird. So I did that. So I'll find some other form of creative outlet to facilitate that. Also, I want to take a pottery class. So yeah, there's that. Something that was on my original list is my nephew and my grandparents. Like, I'm really bad about keeping in contact with people and family and stuff like that. So I put that on there just to kind of reminder, at least to just kind of touch base with my nephew and my grandparents at least once a month. My nephew just turned 16 back in May, so I kind of just want to be more involved with his life. I don't live where my family is. Hell, I'm the only person that lives in Baton Rouge. Most of my a good bit of my family is still in Ruston. I have family in Texas. So just trying to do a better job of keeping in contact with them is something on my goal bingo. Riding my bike to LaBerge, slash 20 miles. Now, like I said, I had to move in April because somebody tried to break in my apartment. I used to live by the levee in Baton Rouge. So from my apartment, I could ride to the levee and then most of the time I would go downtown, which was there and back was 10 miles. And I had this big goal of, okay, I'm going to ride to LaBerge, which was in the opposite direction, which is another casino that's on there was a bike path on the levee, and there and back would have been 20 miles. Now, since I moved, I'm not close to the levee anymore, but I still want to try to do this 20-mile ride. And the other day I did 10 miles, which got me halfway to almost to the there and back got me halfway to almost to where I used to live. So I may no, I'm not gonna make. I am gonna do that. That's one of the ones I'm gonna do. At least while it's still sunny summertime and I can do it, I'll probably do it one Saturday just to fucking say that I did it. Why not? I rode my bike 20 miles. Why not? Free space was me turning 34. That's a given. Okay, so like I said, going to church monthly. Like for the longest time, I am a very firm, very frequent attender to Bedside Baptist. You, I like to sleep. I am not a morning person, which has always been a trouble and a struggle for me when going to work. I have a physical alarm clock, which I had to get a recent new one recently. The alarm sounds loud as hell, and I've also have my phone alarm clock. I'm not a morning person, and I'm always late to work because of that. So I figured that I can at least get to church at least once a month because I'm trying to build a better my relationship with God. So that's why that's on there. Another thing that I'm trying to do, like I have a PlayStation 4 and I'm trying to get back in the habit of just doing stuff that brings me joy, and doing that does bring me joy. Like I need to get back into playing my game. Like right now, I haven't played in a while, but I'm playing Red, and I always get this name wrong. Red Dawn Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm playing that, and then Far Cry 6. I'm further along in Far Cry 6 because I've had that longer. I've had that game for like 2 3 years, and I still had to beat the shit. Um, but I'm trying to get back into that. So that's one of the original ones that I had at the beginning of this year. So hopefully I can get that done by the end of the year. I just have to make time for it. The 4 outings with my god kids. So I have three god kids. My best friend has three kids, and I absolutely adore and love spending time with them. It just like I told them, I ain't having no kids, so I'm adopting y'all's kids as my kids. They have two boys and a girl, and so it's always refreshing and fun to spend time with them. I was with them earlier this evening. I love board games and stuff like that, so that's something that we all do together. And um, their middle child texted me and was like, he since Friday, he was like, "Well, come over. I want you to come over." And I'm like, "I've been working because I work a lot." And then so he texted me earlier today. He's like, "Come over. We need to have a game night." And it's always fun when you come over. And I'm like, "Oh." And so I'm like, I called his mom. I was like, "Well, where are your parents?" He's like, "Well, my dad is out of town. My mom is here." And so I'm like, "Okay, let me." I called his mom. And she's like, "Well, yeah, we just chilling or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, well, he has summoned me to come over." So I came over and we played games for like 3 4 hours. And so it was really fun. His dad was out of town, and so I'm gonna go back tomorrow and do something else with him. So it's really fun. So I want to do more outings with them. Now I've always been the type of person who laughed at white people who put their kids on leashes. So I thought that was fucking crazy. But their youngest, I learned that that was a fucking valuable tool. I took the two younger boys to the zoo. I think the youngest, he was like 3 because he's 5 now. I want to say he's 5 now. He was like 3, maybe 4 at the time when I took them to the zoo, and his parents gave me the little harness things, and I just laughed at it. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use this. But the second we got out the car, this little motherfucker started running, and you know, kids are fast as shit. I was like, oh hell no, I'm out of shape. I can't be chasing your ass. I put this motherfucker on this damn harness, and that was that. No, I think if we got in the zoo and I was holding, and I when we got out the car, I was able to grab him. But when we got in the zoo, he started running, so there was like a path, and then to the left side there was like a little post, and they were roped off, and on the other side the ropes were like ducks, and then like a little space, and then there was like a little lake or something. And this little man, beeline, he was about to run under the little rope thing, and I was able to grab him. And I was like, yeah, I'm putting this harness on you because I can't be chasing after you. So, so yes, it's always a good time. Another thing, hanging out with my friends at least 15 times, which is like, again, I work a lot and I'm always just all over the place. So putting this on here reminds me like I need to do stuff with my friends. Most of my friends have moved away after college. But I do still have friends that I have from college that still live in the area. So none in Baton Rouge, but in the surrounding area. So just trying to plan stuff to do with them, and my best friend who lives nearby with his kids, um, and then other people that I've met here. Just being more proactive and getting out and not just spending so much time working, because I feel like we all just get caught up in the rigmarole of work and just don't make time for other things. So it's just a reminder of myself just to make time for friends and just doing stuff and stop working all the time, because I work a lot. One 1500 for my car fund. Like I said, I do Uber is one of the things that I do. So I'm probably gonna need another car in another year or two. I don't know. So yeah, just at least starting that fund so I can have a good down payment for that. Uh 3K in my Roth. If you are not investing, it is something that is very important. Um, you may say that, oh, I don't have a lot of money to invest. Every little bit helps. We all have different financial situations. We all have different circumstances and things going on. But put something in some type of investment or saving. And just putting stuff in a savings account is not enough. You've got to invest it. So follow along on me on my journey in that. I'll probably make videos about my budgeting and shit like that. So follow along on me on my journey. I'm gonna say this. Follow me on my journey with that. It's very important. If you can only do $10 a month, do that. If you can do $100 a month, do it. Whatever you can do, do some type of investing. Do your research, figure out what works best for you. But it is definitely important. I have definitely benefited from that. Just a little more personal information. Last year, I was in a effort to pay off some of my credit cards, and some of the stocks that I had bought, I was able to sell and to pay some of those off. So it definitely comes in handy. You, you can't help but not to do it. If you want to help your future self, investing is something that is very important. Get you a financial advisor or look up YouTube videos. Find something to educate yourself on how to investing. Somebody that I listen to periodically is Ramit Sethi. He is a good source on learning how to invest and different things like that. Or I think they're called the Finance Bros. They're good. I listen to some of their videos. Or Dave Ramsey, another one. I feel like budgeting and everybody's financial journey is different. So I take a little bit of information from each person and apply it to my life and try to make the best decisions for me and what's going on. And also because I work in financial services, I work in collections, and I used to work for a finance company. So it's kind of formed my mindset on what I want to do. So yeah, just encouraging you to do that. Next thing is weekly self-care. We have all got to take care of ourselves. And like I said, second quarter for me, which is what, April, May, and June, it's just me having to move and just put myself all over the place. And I kind of fell off on all of this. But taking care of yourself, there's hundreds of different ways you can self-care, whether that is getting a massage, which I love massages, or if you want to go get a manicure, pedicure, which I did today, or reading, or going for a walk, or meditating, or just look up something, find something to take care of yourself. Self-care is very important. You've got to take care of yourself. And I do understand, I'm single, I don't have any kids, but I do understand for people that may have kids or families, different things like that, it may be hard to find time for yourself, but you've got to find some type of time for yourself to take care of yourself. Um, if you do have kids, I mean, take you a moment after you put those kids to bed just to like go for a walk, or just to stand outside and just, I don't know, sit on the ground and just woosah and just look up at the stars. Something, take care of yourself. We've got to take care of ourselves, because what I had to learn was, like I said, second quarter was bad for me. I just kind of was in a fucking funk, and I am not going to let myself get back to that point. So I've got to take care of myself, got to do things that, besides work, that are just beneficial to me and just make me feel good about myself. So yeah, self-care is very important, which goes back into the going to a new place or doing something new every month. Now, some of these things might cross into things. So like one of the live events can be also be my something new that I do every month. But just a reminder of myself just to get out and do stuff besides working, because I work a lot. So it's just like I've got to find time to just center myself and focus just on me. And that's what I need to do. Paying off my venture credit card. Now, one of these was to go 8 months, because like I said, I paid off all my credit cards at the end of last year. I sold like $14,000 worth of my stocks, which is another thing why investing is important. I owed like, how much did I owe? I owed like 18,000 on my credit cards, and I sold 14,000 worth of my stocks. I didn't sell all of them. I just sold, that was the portion that I wanted to sell, and then I worked and paid off the rest, and I paid it off by the end of December. But because I had to move and just other life events, I've kind of racked up a lot of other debts on my credit cards. So one of my goals is to pay off my venture card, and yeah, that's what that is. Which is why I said investing is very important. It will help you in the future. Get you an IRA, a regular IRA or a Roth IRA, or just get you a brokerage account. Just buy stocks. Investing is very important. Um, 10K in my emergency fund. With this, I'm almost there. I started off, my original goal was to get this done by the end of the first quarter, but life happened and things didn't work out the way they were. So I'm continuing this through the rest of the year. I have about 4,000 more than I had to put in this to get my 10K emergency fund, which will be 3 months of expenses. As they say, you should have 3 to 6 months of expenses. So the first step in this is getting 10K, which will be my 3 months of expenses. Well, since I had to move, my expenses have increased, but we're just gonna say for right now, we're gonna get the 10K, and then we'll reevaluate at that point in time. Going to the gym at least twice a week. Originally, this was once, but I had to change this because I'm realizing that I done got fat and it's time to get my body together. I've always been the person that has been naturally skinny. And so as I've creeped into my 30s, I'm 34 now, I've realized that this weight is sticking. And so I got to do something to get it off. So if I can at least make it to the gym twice a week, that would be great. My new apartment, I live right by the gym, so I just have to get up and go. Um, and work out. And I'll say this, for me, it's either going to be going to the gym or riding my bike, which is really good exercise as well. I did 10 miles one day this week, and then I did another day this week. I went to the gym. I've exercised 4 times this week. So I rode my bike twice, and then I went to the gym twice. So getting some form of exercise, which is very important. We've all got to exercise. The last thing is getting my office together. Like I said, I recently moved. So in my office space are just boxes, books and office supplies and other stuff that I need to kind of organize. So that is the last thing. I just need to get my office together. Um, and so that, yeah, that is my goal bingo for the year. And so I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. Make some goals and make the next half of the year better than the first half of the year. We can always get better. And so, yeah, I'm just going to encourage you and myself to do that. So, follow me on my journey to hopefully accomplish all the goals on this. Hopefully, I get a fucking blackout. If I don't, at least I maybe can get a bingo. If not, at least I've accomplished a few things. Like, it's not about for me being down on myself that I didn't accomplish all these things, but I at least want to put them in the forefront of my mind that I'm accomplishing some of these things. So, yeah, come with me along for the ride, and that's all I got to say. And this has been a conversation with John. Thank you so much for listening. Like, subscribe, and catch me again. Like I said, one of my goals has been to keep my YouTube channel up to date. So follow along with me and see if that is the case. And until next time,